come up with your vision. We make you realize it by our dedicated mission. Hello everyone, I am Karthikeyan from Incur IAS Academy. Today we are going to talk about Indus Water Treaty and related issues. This is a part of international relations, UPSC Mains GS2. You can see in the screen that there are 6 rivers. Indus is the longest river and water carrying capacity is also more in that, so we call it as a Indus river. And other than that, there is a 5 rivers. This area covers Punjab. Punjab means 5 rivers. The rivers are Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas and Sutlej. These are the 5 rivers forming the area of Punjab in both Pakistan as well as India. So there were some dispute between India and Pakistan to share the waters from these 6 rivers. So in 1960 there were a commission set up. This is called Permanent Waters Commission. It's a bilateral commission set up by United Nations, and the main aim of this commission is to resolve all disputes arises out of water sharing between both countries. It deals with the arbitration mechanism for water sharing, how to share the water and what basis we have to share the water. This is mainly addressed by this commission. And there is a treaty for water sharing. This is called Indus Water Treaty of 1960. It signed in 19th September of 1960 by India and Pakistan. According to this treaty, eastern tributaries for India and western tributaries for Pakistan. In the western tributaries, there is another condition that 80% can be utilized by Pakistan and 20% of waters can be utilized by India. Now you can see the eastern rivers called Beas, Sutlej and Chenab. From these rivers, 100% of water shares can be utilized by India. From Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, and 20% can be utilized by India. 80% of the waters can be utilized by Pakistan. And there are some more conditions enlisted in this treaty. In the western tributaries, the permits allowed for domestic consumption can be utilized. Non-consumptions like storage and irrigation can be done, and also it's not stopping the electricity generations. So India can generate electricity as its wish. So the India can be deploy or construct a new hydroelectric project across these rivers in its own territory. The conditions of usage for India, Ravi, Beas and Sutlej, that can be 100% usage, and domestic non-consumption and hydroelectricity, and whatever it thinks it can be utilized. And also there is another condition enlisted in the treaty. India is not the lower riparian state for the major of the rivers. So India can be implementing flood protection or control measures. In case for the flood protection or controlling the flood in its territory, India can discharge excess waters that might be flooded in Pakistan. Also, it may damage Pakistan territories in terms of lives as well as the economy. Cannot claim other country for these material damages. Also, there were lot of issues until today. India and Pakistan both were rising with reference to the Indus Water Treaty. Objections from Pakistan. There were some objections raised from Pakistan. The concern is raised in the World Bank by Pakistan. Kishan Ganga and Ratle hydroelectric power projects being constructed in Jammu and Kashmir. India is responded to that and requested for neutral experts to inspect the plans, saying that points raised by Pakistan were technical ones and do not require a court of arbitration. Finally, the World Bank permitted India to proceed with the projects after talks were concluded between both countries and the technicalities of the treaty. So finally, India got green signal for Kishan Ganga project. It is actually constructed in the Jhelum River. There is a tributary of Jhelum called Kishan Ganga River. From that, now you can see in the screen that this is project plan. From Kishan Ganga River to Ula Lake, there is a twin tunnel made by India for its power generation. As per the agreement, hydroelectric power generation can be done, so it is not stopped anywhere in the treaty. Ratle project, it's constructed on the Chenab River. This is also for power generation project, but you can see in the screen that India constructed a small dam for the hydroelectric power generation. Also, another objection from Pakistan side is India's Tulbul project. It is located in the mouth of Ula Lake in Jhelum. This is mainly constructing for navigation lock cum control structure. Initially, it was suspended in 1987 after Pakistan objected. Recently, the government decided to review this suspension, not taking into account Pakistan's protestations. If the project is implemented, the water navigation from Anantnag district to Srinagar and Baramulla can be done easily, because in the peak season, sometimes the water level is reaching to more than 8 feet. In the lean period, for navigation purpose, at least 4 feet are required. In the lean period, to maintain the 4 feet of water flow in the river, the navigation lock will be useful for river navigation from Anantnag district to Srinagar and Baramulla. To maintain the flow, they will reduce the water flow in the peak seasons, and they will release water in the river in the lean seasons. So they can maintain adequate water to navigate in the river.